So to start, this video is going to be posture and forward marching. Posture is the backbone to our fundamentals. Without good posture, we can't have good fundamentals. So to start off with posture, we're going to have to start and open first. Now, for those of you who don't know what an open first is, you're going to take your feet, put toes and heels together, rock back on your heels, punch it. Spread your toes out. You're going to land in essentially open first. Good rule of thumb is in between 45 to 90 degrees. If you place your fist between your feet, they should touch. That's going to be our basic open first position. Okay, so to better understand and to build up our posture, we have to just destroy it from the top down and build it back up from the bottom up. To start off, we're going to start in our open first position. We're going to take our head, we're going to drop it down to our chin, we're going to relax in our shoulders, release our upper back, release our lower back, and then we're going to release our hips and bend our knees until we are in a fully folded over position. So this is complete and total relax. Your head should be parallel to the ground, facing behind you. Then from here, we're going to build it up. We're going to start by engaging our ankles, engaging our knees, engaging our hips, pulling up on our lower back, into our upper back. Bring back your shoulders, then your chin and your head should be the last thing up. This is our proper set and stand high position that will end up leading to better marching. Okay, so now I'm going to go through that same breakdown, but from the side so you can better understand. So we're going to take our head, followed by the shoulders, followed by upper, then lower back, hips, then knees. Then we're going to do the exact opposite. Take our knees, engage our hips, pull up through the lower back, then upper back, bring back the shoulders, lift up the head. This should be our full upright position. That will allow for better posture and better marching. So that past demonstration of just deconstructing our posture and then reconstructing it back up helps us put into a line the 5 key points on our body. So that's going to be our ankles, our knees, our hips, our shoulders, and our head. So as we go through it, we have to ensure, back up a little bit, ensure that our ankles, our knees, our hips, our shoulders, and our head are all in alignment. So you can see from the side, hips, knees, or ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, head. All of this is in alignment. Now if we kick out our hips, and so now we've kind of got this weird leaning forward picture. Now our ankles, our knees, our shoulders, and our head can all be in alignment. But our hips are out. Bring in our hips, so that way everything stacks on top of each other. If even just one thing is out of line, it ends up destroying our entire image. That can end up, I know I've been saying it leads to better marching, but can end up you can end up hurting yourself. Especially sousaphones, I know if we're always leaning back, it's going to you're always sitting like this, you're going to destroy your back. You're always hunching your shoulders, you're going to end up with a knot and a bulge on top of your back. Trust me, I know, I have one. So you want to make sure that everything is in line. That'll end up not only leading to better marching, but it'll also end up being a healthier position for your body to be in while we're marching. Okay, so now that we have built up our posture, it's time to get into actual marching. So see, there's going to be a three-stage build up to our marching. We're going to take the normal step, we're going to take an overly rigid step, and then we're going to take our normal marching step. To start off, we're going to just kind of take our normal steps. Notice our legs aren't very engaged, our knees are bending, we're just kind of walking. Then from there, we're going to get into a stick leg, super rigid march that's going to tense every muscle in my leg, and there's going to be no bend, no flex, no nothing. So take that, everything's going to be super tight, and go, yeah. Now, the reason this isn't going to be good, you're going to kill your knees, you're going to kill your hips, you're going to have that bounce in the step with every step. You're not going to be able to, your music's not going to sound good, you're going to hurt yourself, just not what we're going for. So, now we're going to take both of those ideas, put them together, and also add in our posture. So now, if you remember, I'm going to take your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, and your head, and you're going to want to put them all in alignment. And then from there, you're going to lift up your toes, push forward, and place down. Now, everything in my leg, all my muscles are engaged, but they're not like super clenched up and tight. They allow breathing room so that way when I take that step, I'm not destroying my knee, I'm placing down my foot in a way that's going to provide for a full sound and an even sound as we're playing and marching. That is the build up to our first step in marching. Okay, now that we have built up our first step, we're going to string two steps together. Now, we're going to still go through all of our basic ideas and build up from our ankles, our knees, our hips, our shoulders, and our head. And then we're going to go through the same thing. Push, cross, push. Now, this is our frozen picture. This is going to be what the picture looks like on every side. Now I'm going to do a right foot step up. Don't do right foot step ups, we're not the cadets, we're the cadets. But now you're going to see what it's going to look like on the other side. Hit, cross, hit. This is our other freeze position. Now that image is going to be what we want every count to look like. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or however many counts we have. It's going to look like the entire time. Now, another very important image that's going to give us our subdivision is going to be our crossing count. That's going to be our count where we hit 1, cross. This is where our feet are together, our toe is on our right foot is lifted, our heel is not on the ground, it's just above the ground. This flex in our toe allows for that lift off the ground. We're going to push forward into our second step. Now, this crossing count is very important. So I'm going to show you that crossing count. If done incorrectly, the image that it gives that we don't want. So we're going to take the first step, and then if we don't flex our toe and we leave it down as we come through, we're going to get this bent leg look before flicking back down into our proper step. But if we take our step, your first step, and then we roll through that step and flex our back foot, it creates that line as we come through center, and then placed again on the other side. So now I'm going to show you the same thing on the other side so you can get a better look at that foot flexing as it goes through. So again, right foot step up, we don't do these. Your right foot, and then flex your back foot, bring it through, push forward, place it down. Now, that's going to be our general thing that we're going to carry through all of our marching. It's just a little snapshot of what you're going to be repeating basically every step. Alright, so now that we have our basics all set up, we're going to start stringing multiple steps together. So we're going to just take 4 steps and we're going to place close. It's not going to be at 8 to 5, it's going to be at a general normal pace. We're going to start, take all of our posture that we have been working on. We're going to take 1, 2, cross, 3, cross, place. This place, you're going to be getting into your open first. So you're going to take your right foot, be turned out, toe down, place, toe, ball, heel. Then you're going to take your left leg on the close, flex your toes, bring it in, place, close. So your right foot is on the place, your left foot is on the close. The close is going to be on count 1 of the next measure. So I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to put it all together and I'm going to stop. I'm going to go 1, cross, 2, cross, 3, cross, place, close. That is going to be our basic marching, everything put together. So that has been an intro into our forward march. Coming up, we're going to be working on backwards marching, both left and right slides, and then we're going to get into some drill work, and I'm going to be explaining reading a field. Explain to you what the 8 to 5 and 6 to 5 I've been talking about are. Those are just how many steps are in 5 yards. But more on that later.